This is Shona Richards. The 20-year-old is the latest 400 metres hurdles talent to emerge from Great Britain. In the years ahead, she'll be aiming to emulate the achievements of her compatriot Sally Gunnell, who won world and Olympic gold in the event. Transworld Sport caught up with Shona in Surrey, where she lives and trains.
I was a good child, but I was very, what's the word? A little bit stubborn, a little bit competitive, a little bit like, oh, I want to do it, they're doing it, why can't I do it? So quite bolshy, I guess, a little bit.
At last year's World Junior Championships, Shona won 2 silver medals in the hurdles and the 4x4 relay, to the delight of her mum.
I can always remember her first parents' evening, where the teacher actually said to us that she felt from the age of 5 she was a born leader. She was someone who wanted to be at the forefront, and as she has always been that way, very focused, dedicated and self-assured.
Shona is coached by Russian-born Marina Armstrong at the Windsor, Slough, Eton and Hounslow Club. The duo started working together 7 years ago.
I was coaching 2 of her brothers at the time, so it was kind of organic for Shona to move to my group. She was a good kid, but she was, at 13 you don't know what they will become. So when I asked her whether she would like to join my group, she was tiny. She looked at me and said, "I will be honoured." That's why we're doing it as slow.
Initially, Shona tried her hand at the pentathlon, but with her long jump not quite up to par, she then decided to focus on the 400 hurdles, renowned for being one of the most grueling disciplines in track and field. Although she's always had the grit and determination required for the event, Shona's had to work hard on her speed over the years.
It's not just physical abilities. Sometimes most talented athletes do not achieve what they should achieve. And at the time, Shona didn't have this incredible speed like other kids do.
Shona trains 6 times a week and combines this with her studies. She's just started a course in global health and medicine at King's College London, where one of her fellow students is rising British sprinter Dina Asher-Smith. As Shona works towards her goal of making it to the Rio Olympics, she's drawing inspiration from her sporting hero, Kelly Holmes, Great Britain's 2-time middle distance Olympic champion.
It's not my favourite. Every time she makes me do it, I'm like, no, please don't make me do it.
Let's go.
The one for athletics was always Kelly Holmes. She was the first person I really knew in the sport. Like my parents, everyone. We watched her in the Olympics, and it's just incredible. And watching her develop as an athlete as well, and watching her get those medals, it was just incredible. And you actually feel it watching it on the TV, and it's really moving, really, to watch someone with such determination to actually get what they want.
Shona almost got what she wanted at the 2014 World Junior Championships in Oregon. However, in the final of the 400 hurdles, she had to settle for silver behind America's Shamir Little. Her consolation, though, was breaking Perry Shakes-Drayton's British junior record.
I had a good semi, and I remember at the final just thinking, just go for it, nothing to lose, just go for it. Finished, and yeah, I got second, and all I remember is seeing my dad at the line, tearing up, and it was just one of those moments where I thought, all the hundreds of times my dad's drove me around the country, just dropping me to Birmingham to do a race, and that was exactly what he wanted to see. And
perfect performance is like a puzzle. Every single piece has to come together, and in Shona's case it did.
A highly talented American quartet denied Shona another gold in the relay. But silver for Team GB, with Shona running the lead-off leg, was a huge achievement.
That moment afterwards where we all just hugged and we knew that we'd got the silver, it was just incredible, and everyone was just relieved, everyone was just completely over the moon about it, and it was just an incredible feeling, and it was just lovely to be able to share it with them as well. And then on the podium, and all the pictures and everything, it's just it's great to look back at.
Following on from the World Juniors, Shona had her sights set on making the British team for this year's Senior World Championships in Beijing, but unfortunately, she broke her collarbone.
So I made that decision and make the right decision.
I was at warm-up training in Spain, really great weekend. The last session was a time trial, which I went over the first hurdle, managed to go into it and fell without using my hands like everyone else does as a normal reaction, and head hit the ground, shoulder hit the ground, knocked unconscious for about 35 seconds and then woke up with a broken collarbone.
Well, it was incredible how they did it, because it was such a
Due to the strict prohibition of potential performance-enhancing substances in her sport, Shona declined to take any painkillers for the excruciating pain. She ended up with a metal plate inserted into her shoulder.
The disappointment for us was great, and I think the hardest point for a parent is knowing how to deal with the emotions that she may have when she comes home, and to try and deal with them in a way to support her.
The injury also prevented Shona from taking part in a training camp in America under the tutelage of legendary coach Clyde Hart, the man who shaped Michael Johnson's career. However, she went along as an observer and enjoyed watching the likes of 400 metres Olympic champion Shona Richards being put through their paces. Shona's hurdles PB is 56.05 seconds, which meets the Olympic qualifying standard. She set that time finishing 4th at the recent European Under-23 Championships in Estonia.
Lucky just to miss out on a medal, just literally 0.01 off a medal and 0.04 off silver medal, so it was really close. But again, I would never expect that, and I don't think anyone did expect it. And it was just one of those moments which made you realise that it is just your mind, and you can kind of accomplish anything you want, really, as long as you put your mind to it.
Shona is likely to make the British team for next year's Olympics in Rio. A big achievement at this stage in her career would be making the final. Looking further ahead, if she can continue to progress, the goal is to be amongst the medals at the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. Dad Tony certainly believes in his daughter's potential.
Definitely got the right temperament and belief to carry on all the way, really. I think she wants to, so I think that's important. That's the first thing, really. If you have to want to do these things, and she definitely does. She's certainly got our backing.
The amount of pain I go through, the amount of crying I finish in some sessions, and what's the point of doing that if you're not gonna do what you're capable of and what you're meant to do? I think there's a path there, and we really got to do our best to get there. And for me, it's hopefully world champs, Olympics, all the championships I can go to.